Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh. We were just talking before we hit record about how many emails we all have that have not been deleted. Not all of us, but I think I'm in the 75,000 range. Melinda just said she's at about the 45,000. So anyway, this morning and last night, our guides, my guides wanted to talk about frequencies and how raising your vibration as a light worker is so important to your mental and emotional, physical, and spiritual health. So we're going to take a little journey today, and we're going to go and raise our vibration, and we're going to tap into maybe even having a little meeting with our higher self. So excited that you're here. Go ahead and close down your eyes or find a soft gaze out in front of you. Maybe saying good morning to yourself. Relaxing through your crown, wiping expression away from your face. Relax through your cheekbones, unclench your jaw. Soften through your neck and your shoulders. Relax through those arms. Invite your belly to be at ease. Allow your hips to sink into the earth. Relax through your legs, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Taking some time now to connect with our breath. So wherever you are, maybe emptying out, let's take a collective inhale here. Hold at the top. Exhale, release. Another deep breath in. Allow your belly to rise like a balloon. Exhale. Activating your crystalline tube. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale completely. Exhale completely. Another round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale fully. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, ascended masters, all who are here, who have our highest and best intentions, please come be with us now. Help us feel what we need to feel, see what we need to see, hear what we need to hear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are on a frequency all the time, just as you turn a dial on a radio to a new channel, a new frequency. You have the power to do that with yourself. What frequency are you vibrating from? Imagine now that you are in your special place that Kim often takes us to, a place of peace, wherever that may be, a place where you feel completely safe. Now imagine that there are light beams of vibrational energy coming out, exuding from you all over the place, from all over your body to all over the space around you. You are a vibrational being, not a human being. This is just an experience. Your true power is in your vibration. You have the power to raise your frequency, raise your vibration, to create your reality and bring things to you into your life that you want and you need way faster than you can even conceive. Once you figure out that place of peace, once you tap into that power and make that shift and become aware of your frequency and your vibration, you have the power to create worlds. You have the power to shift. You do not need to stay in a bad mood. If there's a trigger, ask why. Why did that happen? Where's that coming from? Feel the feelings. Go into meditation to process. Shift your frequency. Shift your frequency. Shift your frequency. As you tap into your light, you will realize that you no longer need to stay down for weeks. As you grow, maybe those weeks turn into days. As you continue to grow, maybe they turn into hours. As you continue to grow, maybe, perhaps, you can get to a place of minutes, flipping the script, giving yourself grace, forgive, move on, raise your vibration. You're in your safe place. You're a being of light. Light has a frequency and energy. All of that energy pouring out of you. What frequency do you want to live from? What frequency? How are you choosing to live your days? Where are you coming from? You have the power to turn the channel. You have the power. It's in your hands. Slowly standing from your special place, if you weren't doing so already. Visualize in front of you, about 15 feet away, a door. You see the door. You're calm, you're safe, you're relaxed. You begin slowly to walk toward the door. With every step, you feel more peace, more aligned, more calm. You get to the door. On the door, there's a label. It says, "My true vibration." Take the doorknob in your hand, turn and open the door. What do you see? Do you see light? What do you feel as you walk through the door? Do you hear anything? Up in the distance, you see a figure coming toward you. The figure gets closer and you realize that this is your higher self. Say hello, greet your higher self however you feel comfortable doing so. Maybe you're hugging, dancing, high-fiving, whatever you want to do. Your higher self has a message for you today. Ask your higher self what that message is now. You're welcome to stay just as you are. Leaving the Zoom if you'd like. No questions asked. You can pause the video if you'd like. Say thank you to your higher self if you're ready to leave. saying goodbye, walking through the door, closing the door, being so incredibly grateful for any messages received or any feelings felt. Slowly returning to your special safe place. You don't have to be happy all the time. You don't. You don't have to live in a place where there are expectations of you being in a good mood all the time. That's not the human experience. However, you do not need to stay down when you feel down. When an experience happens, you don't have to let it wreck you for weeks. That's not necessary. That's excruciating. You no longer have to stay there because you know how to get out. And if you struggle, we have each other, a beautiful community that we can lean on. Reach out to any of us. That's what we're here for. We rise by lifting others. So moving forward in your weekend, check in with your frequency. Do you need to turn the dial? You're in charge of your vibration. Where are you coming from? How do you want to show up today? Angels, spirit teams, thank you so much for being here with us today, for sharing this wisdom with us, this knowledge, this power, this love. Thank you for giving us to one another. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when you're ready, slowly begin to bring awareness back into fingertips and toes.
So good. Oh, so when you were talking about like how the triggers come less and less, I had this old lady, and here's where I need growth. This old lady walked into the store yesterday. I thought she was one of my annoying wig customers. And it's like I have some of these old ladies that just ask the same questions over and over for 30 minutes, and I have no patience for it, which is why I should have no business running a fucking wig store. Another reason why I don't belong there, right? So come to find out, she came in to ask me about Reiki, and she was like, wanted to talk to you more about that other stuff you do. And I was like, oh, the Reiki? I'm like, yeah. And I said, and she's been having problems. And I said that to her. I was like, listen, you got to work on your triggers. And then something that used to bother you for like a week will only bother you for a couple hours. It'll turn into a minute, and then it'll turn to I don't even care. I don't care. You know what I mean? So that was
Yes.
one thing. I literally just said that to Lee. So when you were saying it, I was sitting here like, yes, yes. When we went to the door, and it was funny because you said there's something on the door, and I saw a label, but I couldn't see anything on it. And I was like, what's that label say? And then you were like, the label says, and I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna tell us. Okay, that's why I didn't answer. Like, it's your true vibration.
Yes.
Then when we walked in, I saw it was just a huge galaxy. And at first I saw like like all the colors, but then it was like purple into pink, and then it was just kind of like all the other colors just kind of muted, like
Yeah.
like further
Yeah.
away. And then when you said there was somebody coming towards us, that part though, it was funny because I saw my grandfather, my dad's mom. He's never come in a vision, anything. And he's upset because his picture isn't up on my altar. And I even redid my altar, and my uncle's up there, his son, but my grandpa, he's like, what the hell? Like, how come I'm still not? I'm like, all right, I'm working on it. So then when you said it's your higher self, I started chuckling because I was like, wow, pieces of us are from our ancestors and stuff, right? And they are one of our guides. But when you said that they were going to say something, he didn't speak English. I didn't speak Korean. I spoke Korean only till the age of 4. And then when I came to the US, my mom was so scared that I wasn't going to be able to communicate that they only spoke English. So I forgot everything. Not everything, but I just didn't speak it fluently. So it was weird. He didn't speak. He was like, and then my higher self came in and started rubbing his back. And it was like, it's okay. Because he was like frustrated. But I'm like, I don't know. It was weird because I'm like, we don't communicate like that. I have no problem communicating with spirits. So I don't
Yeah,
know why he was having such a hard time communicating with me.
right,
He was saying, I can't, she won't understand me. And I'm like sitting there like, yes, I will. So yeah, that
right.
was, so he didn't, yeah. So that was, there was more, but I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. But yeah, that was a really, I liked it. And
That's
then your voice, girl, I was sitting here cross-legged and already, and then I just kept sinking and got sleepier. And then my blanket came up. I was like, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep. Yeah. I loved it.
I love that. I love that. That is so cool. I once read, I wish I could remember the book that I read it in, but I did read that sometimes our ancestors have trouble communicating with us because they haven't learned how yet. There's a specific language that they have to learn how, not just Korean and English. So,
That makes sense. Thank
yes.
you. Because I
Uh-huh.
that's the first time I've encountered that. And it's like, and it's my family member. And I'm like, and it's the first time he's ever come to me.
That's why he's frustrated because he probably was so excited to finally be able to come to you, but to be able to come to you and not be able to speak and communicate really frustrated him.
Yeah. Like he told me he was mad his picture wasn't up. I'm like, okay, I get that.
You got that. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's
So then,
yeah.
but it was weird. But then when you said he has something to say, he couldn't speak.
Okay.
So I was like, huh.
I love how your higher self is comforting him.
Yeah.
Love that. I love
What's
that.
going on with my throat chakra? Have you noticed I've been all like phlegmy?
Mhm.
I'm like,
You're wearing, is that blue nail polish for your throat chakra?
yeah,
Blue.
that's throat chakra. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh.
Oh, I'm
Would anyone else like to share anything? Come on, Heather.
Oh, I got to unmute myself. Um, I opened my door, and first, when I was walking towards my door, I don't know what this means, but there were these like zigzags, like the greater than symbol, like at, I like kind of like watched appear on the door as I was like walking towards it. So I don't know
Hmm.
what it means, but I opened the door and I was on a beach where like it was sunrise. So it was like beautiful, like reds and oranges. And as I was like watching my higher self, like initially it was like I saw like a figure kind of walking towards me. But then when I was just like panning the area, there was a mermaid that came up and I
a
was just
what?
kind of a
Um,
mermaid.
Oh,
So like I ended up like sitting down like in the waves with her and it was just like I don't know, like a little motivational, like, you got this. I just feel like I've been like, I don't know what the word is, just like overwhelmed by like things, like, but almost paralyzed by like all the things, like that's why I said I need my morning routine back because I've just been like scrambling. So basically, like, you got this, you have what you need, just get to work. So yeah, beautiful. Much needed. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. I
yeah.
love that you saw a mermaid.
You knew I was going to see something crazy.
No, that's why I ask you to share every time. I'm like, come on, Kim and Heather, you always see the funniest, craziest things.
I know.
I love it. And did you hear any music, Kim, this time?
No, no
Mm-mm.
music today. Yeah, no music. Because usually as soon as we go into that quiet space, there's always like a song that like
Something.
pops up. Yeah. I'm so glad that Encanto is over though, because I'm telling you, that whole Encanto movie, that Disney movie when it came out, there was a good, I mean, good 2 weeks where all I heard was, "We don't talk about Bruno, no,
No
no." Like that
more.
song was just like, wow, like fucking Disney songs, man. I swear. And I'm like, they haunt you sometimes. I'm like, leave me alone. But anybody else want to share? That's fine. Guys, this is such a great way to start Friday. I love it. Great way to go into the weekend. I love you all. We'll talk in the chat. Heather, it was nice to see your face again.
Heather,
Heather,
come back. We
guys,
love
just for
you.
all the new people, Miss Heather here, she's the reason this whole thing exploded. I had one friend in Grenada, Aisha, who asked me to start meditating with her. And Heather was the one I was like, I want in on that. And I was like, okay. Then she invited Corina. She invited Chrissy Burnsworth and like all these other girls. And then it grew from there. So thank you, Heather, because yeah.
Well, I'm welcoming all heckling and pressure and accountability to get my ass up. So get on me. I need it.
All right. You
Kidding.
asked
Call
for
me
it.
out when I'm not here.
Listen, I'm gonna stop recording for once. Oh, I can't. I don't know how to stop recording. I was gonna say, Heather, you had a new relationship. I was about to say, yeah, you were fine.
Yeah.
You were allowed to do what you were doing.
Oh yeah. I remember the whirlwind of the new relationship where you're trying to have like get all the normal things done in your life, but also like you're in like this love, bliss, like happiness. Like, do you know what I mean? You're like, ah.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
telling my husband when we were dating, I remember telling him one night, so he's like, can we hang out? I was like, we were dating at the time. It was probably like 4 or 5 weeks in. I go, well, actually, I would love to see you, but I like have to have like a night where I can write my bills and I have some things to do around the house. And he's like, well, I'll come over and I'll make dinner while you do that stuff. And I was like, okay. So so I did. I said, as long as you come over and you let me get my stuff done. And he did. So like it's just, but I remember like not caring, but like being so wrapped up. How
Yeah.
exciting though. It's
Be
all
that
exciting.
organized, Karina. I have never been that responsible in my life. If the dude said, let's go hang out and drink, my panties would have been on the floor. I would have been like, yeah. Like, are you kidding? I got bills to pay. Who the fuck are you? I was like, hell yeah. Let's go. That
I
is
was
hilarious.
25. I was 25. I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly. My panties would have been on the floor already. I would have been like, what? You want to come over? Sure. That's hilarious. I love it. I love you.
I love that you
I
got
want
that.
I want to be like you when I grow up. Be like you when I grow up.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
That's so funny. I love you guys. You guys, I just love
Me
this.
too.
I was probably doing her bills panty list. Come on, it's Karina.
Yeah, I
I
was doing my
yeah,
Bill's panty list.
I remember
Exactly. I was
correctly.
like, dinner almost done. Yeah, dinner almost done.
Thank you, Heather.
Yeah, yeah. But guys, also too, I wanted to mention Heather recently is divorced. She's a divorcee and she started dating this amazing new man. And that's why I said there was no pressure for her to be on these things. Like she went through one of the biggest life changes, like a fucking boss. And I just want to acknowledge that. I mean, if you would have seen the way this woman carried herself with grace, and yeah, she had her moments, but yeah, Heather, I just wanted to acknowledge that. I just admire you so much as a human, as a friend, as a mom, as a wife, as a ex-wife, as a girlfriend, as just you do all the things. And yeah.
Well, you
Amazing.
girls helped me get through all of that so much. So thank
Yeah.
you for everything. I love you.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see you're back.
Yay.
All right, everybody. Have a kick.
But I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah, I know. Hey, and that's why I said as long as you do it on your own though, too. You know what I mean? If you wake up at 7, you wake up at 7, you know, but yeah. I love it. Yeah, and we'll be happy when you do pop on live. All right, everybody. Have a great fucking kick-ass weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.
Love you guys.
We'll make
Bye.
magic. Love you guys. Later.